Okay, so I went to Tennessee from Georgia, by the way. Went to Tennessee to trail ride and camp at the Cove last weekend. Had oil pressure issues. Turned out just to be the type of oil, but my fan clutch went out on my Jeep, and I had some overheating unless we were going at highway speed. So on the trail, it was not working out too good. A lot of people were saying if you're going to do the electric fans, they have to be the $400 setups. I beg to differ. I went and got a $110 setup. Fan was like $70. The electric thermostat was about another $35 for my Jeep. Running it now, I'll show you how well it does. And I was trying to get the camera to flip around. Evidently it doesn't. This is my Jeep. Her name is Black Betty. I'm gonna have to use the front-facing camera, which I really don't want to do. Alright, so while I was in there, had all the stuff took apart. This is the old fan. Clutch was shot. It just wasn't doing anything. This is the old water pump. The little thin giddy up right there that's supposed to be pushing water through. Figured while we were in there, go ahead and swap that out. The new water pump actually has blades that come out to about here, and they're significantly larger than these little tiny things. It's moving a lot more water, a lot more efficient, and I figured it wouldn't hurt to change it. I'll go show you the under the hood setup now, and then let it run and show you the temperatures. Alright, got kind of a bundle right here. This is the little box that has I don't know if you can see it, the white thing right there is the twist the turn knob to adjust what temperature you want the fan to kick on. I put a 165 thermostat in so that water's flowing through at 165. I got the fan kicking in at about 180. It comes with a little temperature probe that you stick down in there, and you can kind of see the fan. It's right here. Kept the shroud. You need the shroud. It helps channel the air through there. If you don't have that, it's not going to cool efficiently. Even with the mechanical fan, it's just not going to happen. Let's kick it on. Really loud, by the way. Okay, got the Jeep running right now. It'll take it a minute to warm up. The other cool thing about this fan is I have it wired up where the fan will kick on even if the vehicle is off. So you're on the trail and you're doing a lot of cutting it off and getting out and helping coach people up obstacles and stuff, or through stuff. Your Jeep will still be cooling off again. You don't get that temperature spike when you cut it off for like 2 minutes and then jump back in and crank it back up. A lot of good stuff. There's good things about that. A lot of the guys that run the Flex-A-Lot fans run theirs like that. One of my friends actually has one of the Flex-A-Lots, and in placing your hand in front of the grill when the fans are kicked on, I actually feel like this one's pulling a little more air, even though it says with the blades flipped around, set up as a puller instead of a pusher, it's supposed to put out about 2,000 CFMs. His is supposed to be putting out 3,600, and it feels like mine has more air flowing through. But when the temperature gets up, I'll start the video back so you guys can hear it. Alright, thermostat should be open right now. Not 100% sure. Hopefully it is. I'm kind of guessing off the gauge, because between the 150 mark and the 210, it's all kind of sketchy because there's not any slashes there. But that's, if I can get it spun around good. This is what my dash is looking like. I hope you can see it. Okay, no. This is backwards, so give me a second. Can't really tell it voltage is staying at about 14. Even when the fan kicks on, which it isn't yet, temperature is still rising. Sorry about the crazy video camera. I wish I could have flipped it back around and used the front facing camera so I could see what I was aiming at. But fan should be kicking on any minute. Thermostat should be open right there. Maybe it was already open. There goes the fan. Fan just kicked on. I think. Yeah, I hear it. And temperature is staying at 210, or not 210, but staying right where it is. It'll actually drop with that fan, so it won't stay on all the time. That thing's moving enough air where it will drop down and the fan will kick off. I'm gonna get out, let you guys hear the fan from the front with the vehicle running. Not sure if you can hear it. With the loud vacuum, that is it. That is the inhalation fan. You can actually feel it from out here. So that thing's moving plenty of air to cool this little 4.0. Temperature's still holding steady at where it was when the fan kicked on, which is good. That's what you want. You don't want it to run too cold, but you also really don't want it overheating. Kill the Jeep, which the fan actually cooled the Jeep off enough where it kicked off too. I was hoping to let you guys hear it with the Jeep off. Guess I did too good of a job of setting it. It may kick on in a second. If it does, I'll start recording again. If not, that's proof that you don't have to spend a bunch of money on an electric fan to cool your Jeep. The cheap setup will work fine. Just make sure you get a big enough one. I believe that one was either 16 or 17 inches. Make sure you get one like that. If it's one of the kits like mine, they are, read the directions. Most of them are set up as pushers instead of pullers. You'll have to take the fan apart, flip the blades around, and reverse the wiring so that it'll be a puller. And it actually moves more air that way than as a pusher, because as a pusher it's just meant to be auxiliary on the front of the radiator with your mechanical fan also going. But so far so good. I have no complaints, and I actually think it's not going to kick on. But thanks for watching. I should have plenty more Jeep upgrade videos coming, because soon I'll be putting a lot of parts into this. After having it for a year. There it is. Kicked on. Now you can really hear just how loud just the fan is. And you can hear it from across the yard, because I can tell when my thing's kicking on. Probably gonna end up putting a deep cycle battery in there, just so I don't end up going shopping or something and then coming out and having a dead battery. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped someone out and you won't have to freak out like I did about buying the cheap fan.